This generation that's on the earth right now, the kids, they got a BS meter. They really do. They really do. I called it 10 years ago. No, 12 years ago I called it. Like that generation, first of all, they are a picketing generation, meaning they are a rallying generation. And they've got a BS meter. They can see it. You can't fool them. They know what is weak. They know when you're acting. They know when you're not telling the truth. And they don't appreciate it. So a strong biblical foundation would include forgiveness. A strong biblical foundation would include that when you have screwed up, own it and apologize and ask for forgiveness. That if you want to receive respect from your children, you have to give respect. You reap what you sow. That generation that was before us that demanded respect just because of position and did it as dictators, how well did that work? Let me actually ask you. How many of you heard the words, because I said so? So talk to me. What did that produce in you? Total rebellion. That produces rebellion. So if it's because I said so, why in the world are you letting that come out of your mouth? So it's not because you said so. This generation of your kids and grandkids require communication. They require conversation. So they want to understand the why that is behind it. And why do they want to understand the why that's behind it? Because that's actually honor, friends. And that's actually respect. That when you have a conversation explaining what is going on versus trying to force your opinion on them, if you have the conversation back and forth where they can gain understanding, because why? They want understanding. Your children want understanding. They actually want to honor you. They actually want to respect you. They actually want to succeed. We are the ones that provoke rebellion right out of them. We are the ones that provoke the bad attitudes right out of them. So how do we prevent those bad attitudes? Well, the Bible shows us exactly how. Honor. Love your neighbor as yourself. Do it because I said so is not love. That's a dictatorship. And a dictatorship is never going to result in anything good. A strong biblical foundation would be a strong financial foundation. The Bible talks more about money than it talks about salvation. 2,500 scriptures in the Bible about money, 210 about salvation. The Bible talks a lot, and it's pro-money. It's not negative. I mean, there's very few in comparison against it. It's more pro-wealth than it is pro-poverty. But you won't know that unless you study the 2,500 scriptures, as I have, that are in the Bible. So a solid spiritual, let me ask you, what would be a solid spiritual foundation? A strong prayer life. Where do you see that in the Bible? Can you point out a scripture to me about that? Yeah? Okay. Where else? Pray without ceasing, it says. Do we know what they did to pray? Do we know what that looked like? Exactly. That's so funny. So yes, prayer, teaching your kids how to pray, teaching them how to hear God. Yes, that's biblical. Teaching them that He actually wants to talk to them. Teaching them that He is delighted in them, that He approves of them, that He accepts them just the way they are, even when they have screwed up. He loves and accepts them. Versus using the Bible to manipulate your kid, you're going to go to hell if you lie. This makes them not trust God. And you just lied by saying that. Do you hear what I'm saying? So a strong biblical foundation, let's uncover it. Guys, listen, this is your family. It's not mine. I can only share with you things that we did that worked, that brought more peace in our house, that we didn't have wild, freaking crazy humans stressing me out all the time. Okay? Where I prevented a lot of that. We didn't have a teen pregnancy. Wow. Whereas I was a teen pregnancy, my mother was a teen pregnancy, her mother was a teen pregnancy, her mother before her was, and the mother before that. All at 17, by the way, out of wedlock. So we cut that curse. And it was through training, not just prayer, When I read it, it's like, wow, generational curse. Yeah, we got a few of those. Drugs being one of them, abuse being another, and teen pregnancy being another, and poverty being another. How do we break that? Well, you become aware of it, and then you train them with skills so they don't go in that direction. So what do? My kids know that their mother used to be a whore. I didn't hide that. My kids have been through these events since they were 8 years old is when they've all started coming. So my kids know that mom used to do drugs. My kids know that mom and dad had sex out of wedlock with many people. They knew all that. But see, what does the church teach us? Oh, no. Talk about it. The Bible talks about it. It's written all over that book. How are we shush inside that walls? So the kids grow up feeling like, oh my gosh, I can't sin. I can't have a perverted thought. I can't have any lustful thoughts. If I do, I'm going to hell. How many of you grew up in one of those homes and you grew up feeling that way? Why would you want to create that home for your kids? You'll create failure for them. Now they think you don't understand. Now they think they can't talk to you. Now they think that you're going to excommunicate them because Sarah got excommunicated because she got pregnant. Do you understand? So what are some other? Come on, let's talk. This is not a one where she's like, whoa. Yeah, you can't manipulate with the Bible. You break generational curses, yes, through prayer. But through training. Prayer without training, forget about it.